They took people to Kenya. I could go into the details of the lady called Gladys and a certain man called Owino or something, who the radicals in Kenya who were helping them acquire military skills to confront security services. Towards the election of 2021 and after that elections, they had people trained to set off cocktail bombs, to attack petrol stations, to attack different places in order to create instability.
Government propagandist Andrew Mwenda is coming out to soil NUP's image, to make it look that as if it is a militia. This is what Andrew Mwenda used to do to Dr. Kizza Besigye. And since Bobi Wine is now the contender, the same script is being used on him. Remember Kizza Besigye, at once upon a time, Andrew Mwenda used to tell him that he's building up a militia, to an extent that his brother was incarcerated in Congo. The same script is being played on Bobi Wine. You know, if you want to beat a dog, you give it a bad name so that you can hang it. Okay? If a wolf wants to eat its own children, it accuses it of smelling like sheep. This is what the government propagandist Andrew Mwenda is doing. He came out to say that Bobi Wine is building a militia in Kenya, and that the reason as why the regime is abducting people from his camp left and right and center is because of these issues. So in this episode, I've come to tell you how, I've come to talk about how the regime normally works so that it can put terror in its own citizens by using propagandists like Andrew Mwenda, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagri. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. First of all, governments have propagandists. Hitler had one. Okay? Very many dictators have such people. And normally they use people who have a very good credibility when it comes to that thing. Andrew Mwenda was once a journalist who spoke about the illegitimacy, the unquestionable tendencies of this regime. Now he's at the forefront of protecting the regime. Sometimes he can go as if he's as if he has something for the opposition, but it is a scheme which is done by the regime. Andrew Mwenda came out to accuse Bobi Wine that is building a rebel group in Kenya, and it's the reason as to why they are attacking and they are reviving the court martial. So he's justifying the court martial, and he's confirming that the court martial is no place that someone can get justice. Okay, before I proceed, I want to play a tape of Andrew Mwenda saying these statements. Here's the tape.
They took people to Kenya. I could go into the details of the lady called Gladys and a certain man called Owino or something, who the radicals in Kenya who were helping them acquire military skills to confront security services. Towards the election of 2021 and after that elections, they had people trained to set off cocktail bombs, to attack petrol stations, to attack different places in order to create instability. You see? So now, you see, you can shake your hand. The moment you don't listen to the other party and where he's coming from, then it becomes difficult for you to bridge the gap. If the two of you are able to talk, you may not change many things fundamentally, but it's always important to understand the perspective from which the other person is coming. So please understand that Museveni is not necessarily looking at Kyagulanyi, and there's a man called Zake, whom he works with, and all these other politicians. I don't want to go into all the names of the activities.
That is Andrew Mwenda. So you clearly see that he's justifying the court martial. He's coming out to accuse the NUP personnel that they were training people to throw bombs. You remember, when you want to, the easiest battle to lose for someone is to go in his own game. Since General Museveni is violent, he has the tools of coercion, he's inviting the NUP in the game he wants, so that he can maim them, so that he can kill them, so that he can incarcerate them. So by using such propagandists on a TV that's being listened by very many people, accusing Bobi Wine, and by the way, even the interviewer didn't put him on hold to bring evidence, okay, that they are building a rebel forces. They are justifying the violence that they are going to apply on them. Remember, in each and every election has been violent. the things that were accused for the previous contender are the same things which are being accused on Bobi Wine. So if you are not smart, you may think that Bobi Wine is building a militia. There is no way Bobi Wine is building a militia. They are just giving him a burden so that they can be violent. Okay? But nevertheless, when the state that's supposed to protect people goes on a rampage to beat, maim, and kill people like the way it was on the November protest, what do you think? One day the people are going to rise up. Because I know the people power is supreme. Dictatorships have fallen. Okay? Let people in the arm and government know that you cannot be powerful forever. That you cannot subjugate the entire nation forever. One day people are going to rise up. So people like Andrew Mwenda, who are being used as a toilet paper to make a dangerous narrative against the NUP and against Robert Chagulanyi Ssentamu, should stop this nonsense. They are just building an image of Bobi Wine being a rebel. So that because we're going in an election, you will see mambas, pistols, shootings. Even Bobi Wine may lose his life and they will come out to suggest that he's a rebel. Remember in Arua by-election, the same narrative was being peddled that Bobi Wine had Al-Kaliba in the hotel and the AK-47. So they were already planning to show him as a rebel who was shooting at the president's convoy. The people rose up and protested across the whole world until Bobi Wine was released. So it's the dangerous propaganda that is being peddled. And if you don't wake up, we are going to see Bobi Wine being killed. People who have come out to sacrifice their life for the struggle must be helped. Besigye has spent almost the half of his entire life fighting for the constitutionalism and human rights. He's in prison right now. This is what Bobi Wine is doing. He had enough. He's coming out to fight for democracy. Yet people are peddling a dangerous narrative and propaganda, coming out to accuse him of being a rebel so that they can kill him in an election. Andrew Mwenda should resist from peddling a dangerous propaganda. Okay? From peddling a dangerous propaganda. Sometimes I feel like the intelligence which General MUSEVENI receives, some people want to tell him what he's supposed to hear, not what is the truth. They tell him so that they can account for money that Bobi Wine is building a rebel force, so that maybe they can get money to do violence and to also satisfy General MUSEVENI's ego. But it is not true. Okay? Although I keep on telling you that what we wish for will come. When you wish for an uprising of a rebel group, it will come, and trust me, it will come from within you, because governments mostly fall because of the internal policies. Other external policies act as a catalyst. I may not be a prophet, but I'm sure if such things go on, the army can get divided, and we are going to get another coup. Us from the outside, we shall be catalysts to overthrow the regime that's abducting people, that came in 1996 disabusing abductions, doing the same things in drone, that beats people on the streets, that shoots people at the streets. It is so unfortunate. Of course, that's my opinion. Do make comments by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.
Mpala na walayi kusaba kibuze mpala na bulungi wati ava mpala no bulungi nange benjagala obulungi.